Virgo, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be seeing what's coming in for you for September 2025 in love and career. We're going to be going over what good energies are coming in for you. If you would like a personal reading, check out my description box below. There you'll find access to all my socials. For tarot, for Moonlight Tarot on Facebook, my friend and I do go live on some Saturdays, depending on our schedule, but we do 15-minute free readings. They're mini readings. So if you want to check that out, feel free. I also have TikTok, Instagram, and yeah, I also have a Patreon as well. There I give, when you join my Patreon, you will be getting a free mini reading. And I will be adding your name to my name deck, which I pull at the end of each of these astrology YouTube videos per month, for each of the signs. So there's that. I also do charm, intuition readings, pendulum questions, bonus readings, and you get discounts to my personal readings, which range between 30 minutes to an hour, which is going to be a recorded reading. But yeah, so if you're interested in that, check that out. It's all in the description box below. But we're going to dive in and see what's coming in for your career and finances first. Okay. And then if you want, you can check the end of this video, and that's when I pull the name cards to see if your name pops out, to make sure that it's like extra confirmation to see if this could possibly be your reading. So yeah. Okay. I feel like you're joining a new team. I feel like it's possibly new employees, like you're just on a team. This is brand new. It looks like it could be stable. It looks like a new beginning, bright future ahead. You're growing those seeds, you're planting those seeds. Yeah. New opportunities are arising for you, and if they haven't come in yet, they're coming in right now. This is definitely a new beginning to your financial growth, is what they're saying. It's brand new. This is something that's going to prosper over time. This is something that's actually going to lead you to wish fulfillment. I kind of get the feeling that some of you might not be too sure, like, if this is something that you want to do for a long period of time. But I do feel like over time, it's going to surprise you. It's actually going to be something that you have been wanting, you know, that financial security that you need. You're moving away from what no longer serves you. You're moving away from people who held you back, is what they're telling me. You're moving into your like social fiery passion. You're shining. They're saying shining like a star. This is something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of growth. Before, it kind of feels like there wasn't much going on. It kind of feels like they're showing me the desert specifically. It kind of looks like dry, like nothing's really happening. But now out of nowhere, like there's this magnificent growth that's going to transpire because you're stepping into this new role. A new dawn is on the horizon. You're kind of trapped in your head a little bit. You're kind of questioning if you can do this, probably because this being social with people. You could be doing retail or something. I feel like you kind of question your abilities if you're able to do this in general, but I feel like it's going to be a natural talent that's going to spring over time. If this hasn't come in yet, it could be coming around the springtime. For them to say spring, yeah, it could come in the springtime. I don't think it's going to be that far out though. I feel like it's coming in right now. It's like right around the corner, but I guess it just depends on what path you're on right now. It depends on the Virgo. So, because each of you are on different timelines. But whatever this is going to turn into something that's very fruitful, very abundant for you, something that's very stable. You're going to be very grounded as well. It's kind of like receiving an achievement for all your hard work and staying dedicated to your job. They're specifically bringing up the fish in the King of Cups card. I feel like the fish is very symbolic in this card. It's like going with the flow, not swimming against the current anymore, being in your power, using the waves to help guide you, following your intuition. You know, water is, it does stand for intuition when it comes to these cards. We have the Justice. It's like everything's balancing out once you start going with the flow instead of going against it. They're also showing like the back of this card. It kind of feels like rain, like a mist kind of deal. It kind of feels like a renewing hope is coming through. Something, it's just going to balance itself out. It's like a breakthrough's coming in. New things are happening. A new chapter is coming through. Good times. They keep saying good times, good times. It kind of feels like contracts could be signed as well, which that could be like a new job contract. So I feel like paperwork can be filed, and it's like the start of your new beginning. Yeah, see, we got the Queen of Pentacles too, so we got both of these. I just feel like not only is it going to take care of your masculine energy on like the wealth and stuff, like the material, but it's also going to take care of your structure and your femininity, feminine qualities. But yeah, like being able, you could have kids, like being able to nurture them and support them, support yourself. I just feel like both of these energies are balancing out along with your intuition. I feel like it's going to be a really nice match for you. Also, Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So that means you're going to be in your power as well. Yeah, see, balancing things out after a tower has happened. It's like climbing out of this tower. Can you tell me more about all this, Spirit? Interesting. They're bringing up the scene on Sweet Home Alabama where I think his name is Jake. He puts in the lightning rods into the sand, and when the lightning hits the rods, it creates like a glass, like a diamond, crystal almost. I think it's a crystal actually. But it's like you're using everything that has happened in your past to lay out for your future. It's like you're using it for you, even though like bad circumstances, maybe a lot of chaotic energy, it's like it's shaping your future on how it's going to go. You could be stepping into a leadership role, or you could be getting help from a fire sign. That's very possible. You could also be becoming, I want to say entrepreneurship for some of you, but I don't think that's going to apply to all of you. I think most of you are actually stepping into a team environment. So you could be the leader of the team. Maybe you have qualities of becoming the leader of the team in the future if you choose to do so. Yeah, Four of Wands. This is something you're going to want to commit to. It looks like it has long-term, they're saying long-term properties about it. So it's like all the ingredients that you have inside yourself, the skill levels you have and stuff. It all adds up to this huge commitment. Queen of Swords, you tell it how it is. You're truthful, you're honest. Interesting. They almost wanted me to say petty. I don't know if some of you are petty, or maybe that's like a little quirk about you or something. Or maybe like that kind of wants to show itself sometimes, but you hold back from letting that happen. It's like you know how to control that, even though you can like put someone in their place, or you know, but it feels like you know how to control that, and that actually can help you with being a business leader in, you know, business, because you need to be in control of your emotions. You need to be able to be logical, even with the King of Swords. It's like you have a good balance of truth, behind you and logic and stuff. And this actually helps people. They see you in a different light. They're able to connect with you at a deeper level. It's like you have a good side and you have a bad side, and you don't allow that bad side to come out unless you absolutely have to. So that's what makes you like a good, I want to say like supervisor, boss, whatever, you know, higher up. It's because you know how to control your emotions and be professional. And that brings in, like, people are attracted to that when you're not petty. Yeah, I don't know, that was really random on why they wanted me to talk about that, but okay. You could have also learned from all of this kind of stuff. You might have been really petty in the past, but you have learned to, like, curve that. Maybe that could be something that you've learned how to master. Being adult, like you grew up, kind of dough. We also have Ace of Wands, so something very passionate, new people coming in, people that you can really connect with. You're going to be really happy with your job. You're going to be able to connect with your job and what you're doing. You're going to really enjoy it. Anything else? Yeah, again, it's funny that, you know, King of Wands, the Emperor landed on that. That's Aries energy. This is all about leadership. It's like stepping into that new role and becoming that leader that's always been inside you. You could have Aries in your chart heavily. They're also showing me the Rams right here, determination to make things happen. You're not just going to stand down. You're going to fight the battle that needs to be fought. And like slowly moving towards this commitment, slowly moving towards this new beginning. Yeah, some of you could very well be an entrepreneur. They just gave me another clarity card that this could be entrepreneurship. Not saying that you're not working in a team. You could be leading a team, you know. But it's like you're saying expanding your growth, expanding your knowledge, what you want to do in life, being the leader to your own company. Can you tell me more about the Five of Pentacles? Yeah, so in the past, maybe like you just got done quitting a job from the past because it does show like lack of money, lack of success. So you went on your own and you decided to possibly become your own person, and it's made you successful. So this is delving into the entrepreneurs out there. Anxiety. You could have had a lot of sleepless nights about this whole situation, wondering if this would actually work out to your advantage and everything. But they want you to know it is coming in. The thing is once you stepped into this role with King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Emperor, that's when the passion started taking off. The moment you decided to make this choice and not let fear hold you back anymore is when all of this stuff, the new job, all these energies, you made a decision and you went towards that path. And that's what's leading you to your wish fulfillment, being like in your emotional energy, being able to be a little bit more calmer because you're not so stuck on power. You're more like enjoying your work, the commitment, and now it's like just building. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So we do have Aquarius energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Aries and Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. We're going to pull from my Tarot de la Nuit. I'm gonna see if there's any advice going forward. Advice for my Virgos. Please, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a timeless reading, so whenever they see it is when they're supposed to see it. Yeah, Page of Pentacles again. This is Page of Pentacles. Okay, so something new, something stable. After a Tower. Can you tell me about this, please? The Tower could also be the change that you needed to step into it. King of Pentacles again. It's literally verifying what we've already gone through. They're saying that they're giving me the idea that before you had like a little bit of security, but it wasn't enough to sustain you, and the change had to occur for you to step into this King of Pentacles energy, and that's when the fates took place. That's when everything started changing for you. It not only made you successful, but also passionate about everything. They want you to keep that passion. They want you to keep this King of Pentacle energy. If things haven't shown themselves yet with this Knight of Pentacles, because things come in slowly, so if it hasn't shown itself yet, it will. It's just at the beginning stages. We have Ace of Cups. You're going to be finding like your people that are going to come in, that are going to, your teammates, your customers, especially if you're an entrepreneur. We do have the Devil. Don't get too caught up in money. Make sure that this is that petty stuff again I was talking about prior. Make sure you keep control of your petty side, because as long as you keep control of that petty side, this Devil energy will lay low. The toxic stuff will lay low, and this will help bring in your Ace of Cups, your people that are supposed to see your company grow, people who are supposed to be your customers, or even your teammates. So we want to keep control of any toxic behaviors in the work environment. That's really important. Queen of Swords. See, the toxic. The pettiness. Careful with your words. Keep control of everything. Also, some of you might meet some kind of romantic partner in the workplace. Make sure to keep it professional. They are bringing that up. Hanged Man. Yeah, so the thing is that the more that you are petty, the more that you don't keep control of the situation, the more this energy is going to be stagnant, the slower that it's going to be to get to this wish fulfillment. So that's their advice for you today on that whole situation. Things will turn out how they're supposed to turn out. Karma is always at hand, you know. Also, I kind of get the feeling that if you do have your own business, or maybe I kind of feel like somebody could be messing with your work. I kind of get the sense that somebody could be like either coming to your work or like bashing you or something, speaking ill of you. Keep control of your emotions. And allow karma to take care of whoever is doing that to you. Okay. Make sure if you have a supervisor or somebody above you, a boss above you, make sure you let them know what's going on. Be truthful and honest with the whole situation. They're going to stand up for you. They're not going to allow this person to destroy your work ethic, because that drama does not need to be in the workplace. So yeah, that's what they're showing me. Again, we have Aries and Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Libra. So yeah, those are what I'm seeing. So we're going to pull from my focus deck. Make sure you think of 2 questions. Label them 1 and 2. Pause this video if you need time. For Virgo. Ex-lover. Yeah, I feel like somebody is going to try to like bad talk you, and you're going to want to be petty against them. You know, I do feel like this person is a karmic. They want you to release this. Don't allow them to have power over you. Whoever this is, don't let them have power over you, because if you allow them to get to you, they're going to ruin this opportunity for you. So get them out of your energy. If you need to do a cord cutting ritual, do that. Don't allow them to know where you work. If possible, like, keep them out of your business. I wouldn't post it on social media if you do have social media. I'll do the cord cutting ritual information on the screen. But yeah, somebody is trying to wreck your progress. So it's important to let them fall out of your life, cut those cords, and allow, you know, universe and your guides to take care of them, because karma will get them eventually. And if you're lucky enough, you might even be able to go see it. You might have a grandma on the other side. If not, you can get advice from your grandma. Moon sign is important, so you could be moon sign Virgo. Long term, so this new job could be long term for you. Miscommunication, I feel that's like in the workplace. Remember how I said to be very truthful to your like boss and stuff like that? If this person comes forward and tries to talk bad about you to get you fired, it could be like a lot of miscommunication between, like, your boss doesn't know like what the hell's going on. So it's just important to communicate with your boss and let them know, hey, this person, you know, is just trying to destroy me. They're lying and deceptive. And I feel like your boss will be able to do something to keep them out of the workplace, even if that means like banning them from the building. So just an idea. We have a message in a bottle. Yeah, I feel like they're going to send a message to like a boss or something, or some kind of co-workers. I don't know. They're just going to do something to try to deliberately like mess up your situation. January could be important. So that's Capricorn and Aquarius. We have Gemini. I was picking up on Gemini heavily. Specifically the Queen of Swords and King of Swords. You could have Gemini in your chart, or this person could have Gemini in their chart. That's also, what, May and June? Date night could be important. You could have gone on a date with a sex lover or something. Or maybe this is why they're jealous. They might know that you're dating again, and so they're trying to find a way to be, you know, deceiving and get to you. And that's through your, you know, financial stability. We have March. March could be important. That's April. I keep wanting to say April. That's Aries and Pisces. Scorpio could be important. That is October and November. Apology is coming in. If this is that ex-lover, no. I'm sorry. I'm telling you straight up right now, no. I would not accept it. I feel like some of you might not have accepted it, and that's why they're deciding to go after and spread rumors and stuff. So yeah. We have Leo is important. You could be on the cusp of Leo and Virgo. That is August and September. 11/11, spiritual awakening. You're on the right path. I do feel like you are very spiritual and you are in your midst of awakening. We have 7/7/7. Luck, wonderful things are about to happen. You're going through a breakthrough. 2/2/2, alignment. You're in the right place at the right time. October could be important. That's next month. So that is Scorpio and Libra. They are coming back correct. I feel like with this, I feel like the times are changing. That karmic wheel is changing. So I feel like not necessarily your person is coming back correct. I feel like the times are changing. Like everything is being corrected. Everything is being cleared. Yeah, that's how I feel. 333 support. Your guides are sending you love, support, and guidance. February could be important. That is Aquarius and Pisces. We have 1212, self-identity, stepping into power and purpose. Brother could be significant, and time to heal. So we didn't get any yes or no, so I will be pulling from my pink deck to see if there's any answers possibly. If it says maybe, it means that you're not supposed to know right now. Okay, Spirit, can you answer Virgo's first question, please? Yes or no? Okay, so we have Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, comforting, sensible, luxurious, and that is the yes card. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And then for the second question, please. The reason why I read the energies on this card is because those energies could be dealing with the question that is at hand. And then the second answer is yes. We have 9 of Pentacles, independence, success, achievement, material security, and this is Virgo. So yeah, that's what we have. So that was your finance reading. Now we're going to move into your love reading. I will also be doing a solar eclipse reading too this next week, probably about the 7th, around 7th or 8th. We're going to try to get that done and posted. That way, all of the signs, it'll be an all sign reading. But that way, everyone will know what's coming in, what changes are coming in for the solar eclipse. So make sure to check back on for that video on my channel for that video. Okay. Okay, Spirit is telling me to get my wisdom deck out, so I'm going to pull from that first. They're getting me drawn to this, so we'll pull from these first and then we'll do the other deck. Spirit, can you tell me what's coming in for Virgo for their love situation? Please connect to Taurus. Not okay, you could have a Taurus coming in, or you could have Taurus in your chart. Please connect to Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for Virgo? What is going on for Virgo and their love situation? Oh wow, all these cards popped out for Leo. When I did Leo yesterday. So Leo could be important. Make sure you check out their reading if you are dealing with a Leo or have Leo in your chart. Virgo, please. Or you could be on the cusp. Okay, the cusp could be important. Risk. Okay. Is there anything else? Grove. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Forbidden. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So what they're telling me is that you took an oath to self-love. As we know, the dating nowadays, dating is really bad. Yeah. It's like they don't want you to settle for anything that's not for you, because you're willing to take these risks, but like you need to make sure you keep this oath to yourself. It's okay to flirt and be playful with whomever you're connecting to. Just remember that deep down, if they're not treating you correctly, don't try to fit into their world just because you want to feel a sense of belonging. You belong to yourself. You belong to your own path, and your path is just as special. You know, you don't need another person in your path if they are not going to line up to your ideals of how to live your life. They don't want you forming to someone else's ideas and concepts if it does not align. Okay. If you need to take some time out to see if this person is for you, make sure you ground your energy. You are earth sign, so it's really important for you to connect with nature and, you know, the soil and the trees and everything like that. To meditate in your own safe space so that you can see if this person is truly meant for your path or not. It does show that there's something forbidden. They're bringing up God's rejection as your protection. So any doors that remain locked is for a purpose, for your higher purpose. It means that they're not supposed to be open, because it would just, it's basically like a wildfire destroying your garden. Okay. It's somebody destroying you, you know, your inner soul. It's still like, be playful, flirt, you know, take risks. Just be careful about not allowing those risks to turn into something where you discard yourself in the process. That is the message from Spirit. They just want you to be true to yourself. These numbers could be important. We have 45, 49, 44, 31, 21, 41, and 18. So yeah, those all could be really important. It's going to be for some Virgos, not all Virgos. That could be your age. It could be like a day. A number that you see repeatedly, you know, that's Spirit trying to pop out and say, hey, you know, this message was for you. But it does look like success is going to be had for Leo yesterday with this message card right here. Success had popped out too, and I noticed that the scroll was in both of those cards. The thing is that it's like they were also saying in yesterday's, they were talking about the red ribbon and stuff, and we have the red ribbon of fate. Okay, like you're supposed to meet certain people on your path. They lead you to your soul's destiny. So the thing is that you had already written a contract with somebody in particular to your path, okay, for this lifetime, and you're going to find that person as long as you stay true to yourself. The more you allow people who are not supposed to be in your life just for a sense of belonging, if you allow these people who don't actually belong in your life into your life, it takes longer for this contract to be completed, for you to untangle the red string of fate. Okay, so it's important to think about it like this. You made an oath before you came down on what kind of life you were going to lead, and you need to follow your intuition. and you have the strength to overcome everything. And there's possibility, like everything that you've gone through, it was part of your karma from past lifetimes and everything that just needed to be clear. So there's a chance, like, you're a warrior, you have gone through a lot of stuff, a lot of battles, and so Spirit is basically just bringing awareness to like what it has happened and trying to bring forward this message to make it a little bit easier on your step forward when you're taking these risks. Make sure to check out, I'm going to post the information about the cat. The cat could be important. This is all about like solitude, independence, and, you know, being in your own energy, your grove, you know, meditating. So there's also information about the tree. Don't remember if I said I'd post it, but I will post on how you can meditate with the tree and release any energies that don't serve you. But yeah, pause and make sure you read that information. But yeah, if a door is locked, keep it locked. Now, if you look, there's gargoyles right here on both sides. And with the gargoyle symbolism, they were protectors. So in a way, even though they kind of look scary, you know, even though they're scary or whatever, they're also bringing up like how the archangels, if you actually look at the true depictions of archangels, they seem scary as well, but they're not actually scary. They're considered monsters or whatever, but they're not actually scary. That's just how they look, you know. And it actually helps protect God and all of the other light beings in the, you know, universe with their powers. So the gargoyles are basically protecting you from whatever's behind that door. So I will also put up information about the gargoyle symbolism as well. That way that you have that information too. Yeah, this winged creature in the back right here, it kind of reminds me of Archangel Michael, even though it's not. I don't know if it's showing. There we go. Even though it's not, it just reminds me of that. But yeah. Just remember, you belong to yourself and you have your own soul mission and everything, and you just don't want to fit in. You want to make sure that the path that you're on is the right one for you. And that goes with love, that goes with career, that goes with whatever comes your way, whatever situation you're in. So that's what I'm getting for that. That was pretty deep. Okay. Tell me more about this love situation. Something that's very stable is going to come in if you decide to take this message from what Spirit was saying. You're taking control back of your life and you're putting a stop to anything that doesn't serve you right now. That way it makes way for this new beginning to come in love. It could start off small at first, but it's going to be stable. Okay, it's important to have that stability in love and not just the passion. Yeah, you need to be careful about players. There are a lot of players that looks like in your energy that are hot and cold. If it seems like off, if it seems like it's too much of a risk, make sure you don't give yourself fully to this, whoever this person is, okay? Remember, they're forbidden for a reason. They can actually cause more destruction in your life than you realize. Anything else, Spirit? Single. Yeah, it shows that you could just be single right now. You're trying to see who's going to fit into your home, your life. Like, you know where you belong. You're seeing if they belong with you or not. Anything else, Spirit? Hermit. Yeah, this is your energy, Virgo. So you're going within and you're seeing, like, not only what you want in life, but who you are. You're learning about yourself. You've could have been in relationships prior and you realize like those people just didn't line up to your ideals of life and they just weren't at that deep level of commitment that you're searching for, and they just didn't pair well with your energy. So You're taking your time nowadays. You're moving away from anything that no longer serves you. And that wind of change is going to come in. You're going to find out that once you start working on all of this, if you haven't already done this, once you start working on yourself and like what you want to bring in, changing this energy around, that's what's actually going to bring that change in. Okay, this is shadow work that you're working on. You're going to actually come into realization on like who you are. You might not fully know who you are yet, but wow, it's like you're connecting with your inner child and everything, and you're mending your relationship with your inner child, that self-love that's coming in. It does look like a soulmate is coming in. I do feel like I already know there's somebody that is written on your path, and they're going to come in when they're supposed to come in. But it's after you come to this realization that after doing the shadow work and stuff, this person could be younger. It's kind of like they're also giving me the sense of like when you're young, you're learning still. So until you fully grow up, you don't know everything that you're supposed to know until you're fully grown. And even then you're still learning. So the thing is that I feel like you're still learning something important, especially from your childhood wounds, your shadow work and stuff. But after like all this is learned, that's when this new person is going to come in. Like I said, I do feel like they could be possibly younger than you. No guarantee, but yeah, this change, it's going to bring forward a big change for you. And it's actually going to move quite fast once you figure everything out. It's going to start moving quite fast, this big change. However, okay, they are saying this, you might get comfortable being single, and you might not want to have somebody in your space, you know, after you do all this work, because you're like, well, I've done all this work, now what happens if a player comes in and destroys all the work I've done, is kind of the sense that they're giving me. They don't want you to worry about that though, because the thing is that once you start cutting off these toxic people from the past, you're telling the universe that you're no longer going to put up with that crap. And that's when the universe is going to start like bringing in people who are actually meant for you. And possibly within those people is the person that you're actually soul tied to. This could be a significant like twin flame, twin soul kind of contract. I've recently learned there is a difference between twin flame and twin soul. Twin flame is more like showing you lessons and beating the shadows and everything. They can walk with you for the rest of your life if they choose to work on themselves and you work on yourself. When it comes to twin soul, that's more like showing the love, you know, showing the respect, the love, and it's a whole different dynamic. So I will, you know, I'll post some information about the two. That way you can read the difference. But yeah, make sure you pause and read that. Right now it looks like you're in, well, right now you could be in hangman energy. So all this stuff could have happened in the past and now you're in hangman energy. If not, it could just mean like in the future you're going to be in that hangman energy. Like, do I really want to let this person in? Because like I said, I've done all this work and I don't know if I can trust it. They want you to keep that trust open with the universe. Yeah, see, Knight of Cups. This is that romantic offer coming in. They want you to open up to the idea of love and not be afraid of it. There you go. You're scared of this toxic stuff again. You're scared that this new person, whoever is coming in, is going to be toxic. I feel like you think that they're going to control you. You might have been in a domestic violence situation, which I completely understand if you want to like hide away and not deal with love because of the situation. I totally get it because it was trauma for you. So the thing is that it's important for you to work through all that kind of stuff before allowing someone in. That way you don't carry that energy of like, oh, are they going to hurt me into the new relationship? Because this new person could be completely different. Like I said, they're tied to you some way, some form. They're supposed to be on your path, and this person's going to bring you good. So if it is a twin flame, I will tell you this: twin flames don't hurt you like that. They don't physically hurt you. They might see other people, but normally they go ahead and end the relationship with you before like seeing other people. They don't deliberately hurt you. So if you're dealing with something that's hurting you, that could be a karmic. Twin soul, they surely don't hurt you. They are about love, and like it's like connecting you to the divine. So that's important to note. But Ace of Cups, yeah, it's like you're afraid of this new person bringing in toxic traits into your life again, and you're just afraid. So make sure you work through all this kind of stuff, because the more work you do, the more time you spend doing this work, the more balanced you're going to become, where you're not going to have to worry about this anymore. It's going to be a thing of the past. Okay, you're going to actually be able to step into this new love beginning with clarity and confidence, is what they're saying. King of Swords. You're being very logical about the situation. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I was looking at it as the line that going this way, but they're saying no, it's the line going this way, line going that way. It's like new beginning of stability, going within, finding that person that actually, you know, connects to your soul on that level. This is a new person you haven't met. And then it shows toxicity. This is moving away from this toxic crap. This is the new beginning, the death, the renewal, the change that you need to see, taking control back of your life. Okay, and then ending whatever happened in this past right here. The times of change are coming, because, and they're coming fast because you decided to make this decision, which is going to balance everything out. Okay, so, but this person, whoever it is, they're showing me this line now. They're saying that, well, first this line, they're saying that you're going to be logical, you're going to be blocked off, but you do see a hope of a new beginning. But you might be actually putting all your focus into work instead of into like a relationship. You might, if not work, then you're just working on your shadow work instead of like working on like creating a new connection right now, because you're like, I need to work on myself first. So I feel like you're being very logical about that. And then when it comes to this line, I do feel like you're going to be able to tell like when these new people come in, and if they're hot and cold, which is going to put you in a state of doubt, and you're going to be like, I don't think that this is the right person, I'm moving on. You're not going to accept this behavior until this person gives you an equal give and take. And then that's when we move into this final one, where here we have the single card. You're single, you're thriving, you're independent, you've worked on your shadow stuff. Somebody new is going to catch your interest. They could have like a childlike personality, innocence and stuff like that. You're going to be able to pick up on this intuitively. Again, they could be younger, they could even have kids. And I feel like that's when you're finally going to be willing to open your heart to take that risk, to see if, hey, maybe this is my person. Okay. And look at that. They told me to look at the bottom. This is a wish fulfillment. Yeah. This is a wish fulfillment. So it's going through all these different layers. Man, that's a lot. I'm like reading this way, this way, this way. And it's like, okay, now we get to read this way, this way, this way. Yeah. Spirit is funny. But I have a very wonderful guide that guides me through these readings. But I hope that this helped. We do have We have the King of Wands, which is not Scorpio. Sorry. Aries, Leo, Sag. And then Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. And then I also see Virgo, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Scorpio again, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Aquarius. So you could be dealing with any of these signs. But yeah, we're going to pull from the focus deck. Make sure you think of 2 of your questions. This is going to have to do with your romance. So whatever questions you have for romance. If you need time, make sure you pause this video. Make sure you also label your questions 1 and 2. That way, if both cards pop out, then you'll be able to decipher which one goes to what. We take them as they come. So, Spirit, when it comes to Virgo, romance, focus messages, please. Oh, I saw something. There we go. You know, this twin flame of yours, because I do feel like this is a twin flame reading. They could have been the ones that they could have been the one that you ran into and realized that you deserved better. And maybe you guys are in separation right now. And they can't come together with you until things are cleared. Because obviously, like, I saw the time to heal card popped out, so that's a big possibility. But we do have message in a bottle coming through that could reflect back to this Page of Cups right here. He's about like apologies, coming forth with an apology, or even this one with the Knight of Cups, that's a love offer. So yeah, message in a bottle is coming. Venus sign, you could be Virgo in your Venus placement. We have friend is important. 666, reflect. It's time to wake up to your higher spiritual truth. We do have twin flame. You are in a twin flame relationship. We have March, which is April, and I keep saying April. It's Aries and Pisces. We have July, which is Cancer and Leo. And then we have cheater. Somebody cheated in the past that gave you some trauma. Sister could be important. Ooh, somebody could have cheated with your friend or your sister. That's a lot to go through. February, which is Aquarius and Pisces. Yeah, see, time to heal. So the stuff that you're going through, it's just time to heal. Well, that's why I said April. April could be important. April, Aries. Also, we got Taurus. May, which is Taurus and Gemini. 222 alignment, you are in the right place at the right time. Leo could be important. August and July. Rising sign, you could be a rising sign Virgo. Gemini could be important also. That is May and June. They want you to stop and think. They want you to have this clarification, to meditate and, you know, be able to see what risks are worth taking and which ones you shouldn't take. Okay. Pisces could be important. That is February and March. 333, support. Your guides are sending you love, support, and guidance. And August is important. So that could be Leo. Also Virgo. You could be born in Virgo, or you could be born in August. Sorry. Okay, so now we're going to pull from my pink deck about your questions. So think of your questions right now. Focus in. Spirit, please connect with my Virgo from my pink deck and their questions. Question number 1, please. If it says maybe, it means that you're not supposed to know at this time. I will also read the energies regarding the card. That way you can get the energies of your question. So this is question number 1. Question number 2. Okay. So for question number 1, we have, it was upside down. I'm going to take it as upside down. It says bad planning, over analyzing, avoiding risk, impatient. It says yes. So that's the answer for question number 1. For question number 2, we have justice. This was 2 of Wands, but this one's justice. Justice, karma, accountability, law, integrity. And then the answer is maybe for this. This is Libra, Scorpio. Yeah, Libra and Scorpio. For this other one, it's Aries. So yeah, I hope that helps. And then I'm going to pull names to see who this could resonate with. This could be your name, your person's name, a nickname, grandma's name, sister's name, friend's name, you know, a middle name. Take it as you will. Again, if you would like your name added to this deck, check out my Patreon. There you'll find information on how to join and get your name added. And if you decide to join, you also get a free mini reading as well. So, okay, Spirit. Oh, mother. Mother's important. Mother is important. That's highlighted. And then one more time. Mother could be on the other side guiding you. We do have support. Your guides are sending you love, support, and guidance. So that could be important. Mother energy is coming through. Okay, Spirit. For Virgo. Names for Virgo. Okay, so far they're bringing up rose quartz crystal. Rose quartz crystal could be important for you. I'll post information about that, but that could help heal your heart when you're going through all this shadow work. So check that out. But the names we have is Crystal, Brent, Ellie, Ariana, Brian, Elijah, Noah, Ashley, Henry, Mariah, Peyton, Amelia. This could also be Maria. Names might be spelled differently. Don't go too much into that. It's still the same name. We have Thomas, Cindy, James, Jason, Ralphie, Chloe, Arizbe, Alex, Adam, Hillary, Sophia, Scott, Sierra, Charles, Jose, and Haley. So Virgo, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That way in the future you are notified whenever I do a reading. Also, it helps me connect to your energy better. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month and, well, this new month ahead. And I am sending you many blessings, and I hope to read for you again soon. Goodbye.